This is the Geneva Shore Report coming to you from the pier at Riviera. You can see for yourselves what's behind Lisa here, and those are the Gage Marine boats, 3 of them in a row, and then boats here that slip here, which is being contested. I guess they're going to change all the way that this is arranged so that private boats can't be on the pier here, or if they're going to do it, they're going to rent it from the city. Anyway, we are here on...
It is Wednesday morning, September 23rd, 2020. I'm Lisa Otto.
And George Belushi Jr.
And the Geneva Shore Report. Good morning. We are here for the Wednesday morning news report. And in the news, well, first I'm going to mention today is National Energize Day, which is celebrated every year the day after the first day of fall. And it's all about slowing down after the summer rush and enjoying some relaxation, some tranquility, and what a perfect spot put out by the lake on this beautiful second day of fall. I must say it is really great weather that we're having, and it will continue for some time. But we are mainly here to talk about the news because last night there was a Riviera Ad Hoc Committee meeting, Riviera Restoration Ad Hoc Committee meeting, all about the Riviera complex. As everyone knows by now that there's been a lot of changes going on at the Riviera, the new roof. They did some things upstairs in the ballroom, new windows, painted the pillars. Everything's getting freshened up and renovated. So next, it is the first floor renovations that need to be done. So the Riviera Ad Hoc Committee has, they sent a plan, a rendering over to City Council. City Council selected what they wanted to have done at the Riviera, and now we need to start the work. So what is going to happen is the tenants down here in the first floor, their lease, all of their leases are up. They're due November 1st. They will not be renewed at this time because work will start this fall. So November 15th, all of the tenants have to have everything cleared out, completely cleared out. October 16th, MSI Engineering will have an open house for contractors. So there will be contractors, plumbers and electricians and flooring and concrete and construction and all of the different trades will be here touring the Riviera and coming up with bids for the city and the work that needs to be done here. So then they'll be selecting one of those bids or several of those bids depending on what trades need to be done right away. And yeah, then work will begin. So all of that said, there's going to be only 6 tenants able to rent next season if all the work is done in time. So they're not sure on the exact finish time, and they're not sure what tenants will be back. Now they're also discussing maybe they want to have a little criteria for what tenants they want in the Riviera. So they may be trying to make it a little more upscale, a little less Coney Island, not quite sure, but they may be coming up with a list of
not having a tattoo parlor there.
Right. So, I mean, there's different ideas being thrown around right now, a lot of brainstorming with that. But as far as the tenants here at the Riviera, well, their future is unknown at this time. So we have that going on.
Well, the new plan doesn't have enough room for all of them anyway.
They only have 6, and right now I think there's 8.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that, but it should be a wonderful upgrade, and everything should turn out to look really beautiful. I'm a little excited personally to see the changes and the upgrades. And the Historic Society will be having a plaque made up for the Riviera complex. So that will be mounted somewhere on the Riviera building. They're not quite sure where. And so far, SHPO has approved all of the changes that they want to have done. Now, the windows on the first floor have been a big controversy. They will not be enlarged. That has finally been decided. No more discussion about that. And the Beautification Committee will be pitching in with Driehaus, Richard Driehaus, here in Lake Geneva, for some lighting that could take place, and they're still trying to make final decisions on that. But a lot going on here at the RIB. It was a very informative meeting. Oh, okay, and I know I'm rambling about the RIB, but Mayor Klein was fabulous last night. She had looked up some history on the Riviera complex, and the first pilings were done in 1932 and they took out an $84,000 bond for the work for building the Riviera, and they only spent like $53,000 of it, so they were under budget. And
They spent the rest on a party?
I don't know. Well, and then she would like to try to resurrect a tradition they used to have. There used to be no heat and doors or enclosures on the Riviera, so it would be closed through the winter months. And every spring they'd have this annual grand opening, and the community would come together. It was like a big social event, and she would like to try to resurrect that tradition, which would be kind of cool. So anyway, it was a great meeting. Other than that, I better stop.
Yeah, the bid, I talked to Speedo in the president of the bid, and they're also going to be talking about much heavier decorations and celebration at Christmas time, which would really be a pleasure to see. I know Antioch does a great job of that, and some other cities around us, but we have been a little remiss in our Christmas celebrations. Yeah. And maybe they will take the Christmas tree out of the Flatiron Park building there, where you drive by and can only see half the tree.
Right, and let's put it somewhere open where it's just a part of the area. It seems very set back.
And probably the national people who make national days will get a complaint from Duracell, the battery company, because it's Energizer. National Energizer Day.
Energize.
I know.
Okay, energize.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, either or.
Either or. Okay.
Tomato. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to get on with the day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. I'm Lisa Otto.
George Bushy Jr.
And the Geneva Shore Report.
Bye-bye.
Bye.